All right, well, I'm gonna pull this thing apart, and then I'll show you how it comes apart, because it comes apart real easy. And then I'll stop the video, and then I'll go through and I'll show the modifications that I made, and then I'll put it back together. You guys can see it's not that big a deal, and it goes together real well. I gotta make some type of, I gotta do something to this, because there's too much of a gap. The original molding was designed to work with the channel around the glass. This doesn't have it, so there's some slop, plus it didn't fit very good anyway. So I gotta make an adjustment to this somewhere down the road, but not right now. Pop that off. And take the window out. I thought the guys in Black Diesel were joking when they said, "Oh, you just, put it in, angled down, outside the track, and then put it in the track when you lift it up, it goes in." This is the window coming out. There's the window. I extended.
Hang on, Brian.
Did it go out?
It went out.
No, it's still going.
Can you edit it?
No, it's fine. It's working. I extended the frame. We had another door, and I wanted to have more support than what Black Diesel showed. They showed just leaving the stock one. They did extend this slider, and I did the same thing, because that has to be done. You're moving the channel over, and what happens is if you don't extend this piece, the front roller will actually come out past the channel and you lose your window. So I did that. These rollers are the original rollers. They're 60 years old. Got a spacer. I'm going to put a different spacer in to make up the gap between the top of the door and this molding, so that the stainless bead actually shows around the window and the system when the glass is in. One of the most tedious aspects, like they showed, is getting this bent. You have to get these guys, the stainless, you have to get them to start to slide. Once they start to slide, it works fine, but you just have to go slow, and you have to have another set of hands to try and do it by yourself. Unless you're an octopus, it's not going to work. This, I am going to clean up these holes and drill a pair that look better, but I'm going to bolt this back in place so that it's serviceable. This is one of the other changes that I made to the Black Diesel design. They said cut this bracket off completely and tack weld it in place later. I didn't like that. I wanted to have some adjustability and or serviceability. They also said to basically bring this down or cut it off so that it was right to the bottom of this bolt hole. I didn't like that either. I wanted to have some support. I didn't like the idea of having this much of the window and channel with just kind of flopping around. So we got a scrap door. I took another one of these channels and I cut it down, and I added about 6 inches to it, actually put just a little bit of a bend in it so that it comes up and meets. I made a little tang so that it slides up behind the existing sheet metal, and that's all I did to that. I'll put this one back in. And it's what I like. I like being able to have things serviceable. So that if somewhere down the road you had to get into it, you had to make a change, something like that, it could be done. Got it. That one's back in. There's a little bit of movement if it needs it. This front one. Open up the holes just a little bit like they recommended. Instead of cutting up a set of wing windows, I made a new channel, same size, same dimensions, and I made new standoffs. The standoffs are just a little bit taller. They allow everything to clear without having to trim the regulator like black diesel did. Again, kind of, that's a stress point in my eye, and I didn't want to weaken that. Otherwise, use the same clips. Also built a little tang. Goes right up underneath here. Put it back in. Tang holds it in place. Done. Put this back in. And the stock rear channel has a little clip that held the original weather stripping in place. I maintained that clip, and so you can actually take this weather strip and slide it down into the channel. And it'll hold the weather strip in place. Won't allow it to push down when you roll in the window down. That's in. Template is the same size, 1/4 inch thick glass. Use the old runner. You can see here again, I extended the channel. Handy little spacer in there for a time being. That's it. Never mess with the regulator. Never took it out. Haven't even been able to get these clutch heads out. Haven't even messed with them. So this is a 60-year-old regulator. 60-year-old everything. Sprayed a little WD-40 on it. No binding. No messing around with it. The only slop is when the window is part way. When it's up, there's no movement in it. When it's down, there's no movement in it. I don't know what better way to do it. Short of keeping it with the wing windows. You're not going to get it to fit any better, and it's smooth. That's it. Hope it helps somebody.